Hey everybody, it's Brad from Being Chill. Today I want to talk about, is it worth buying an expensive TV versus buying some of the cheaper TVs you may see at the store. The ones I'm going to talk about in general are the TCL TVs, the 4K TVs. You might have seen them at Walmart or Best Buy. They're generally the cheapest TVs that you can buy these days, that still have, a high level of quality. And you might see lots of TVs, especially the ones at CES, like the 8K displays, the wallpaper TVs, or even if you go into Best Buy and you walk around, you'll see, TVs that also claim to be 4K TVs, but you'll notice the prices are generally two, three times, four times, or even more expensive than the TCL 4K TV. So I want to talk about a little bit why the price is different and if you should spend the extra money to get the more expensive TV. So, if you look at the TCL TVs, they do release new models every year, just like the other TV manufacturers. But the specs are generally, on paper, they're pretty similar. But the more expensive brands like Vizio or Sony, they have OLED panels and other types of technology built into it, maybe higher refresh rates. It really just depends on the TV, and that is how they justify the cost difference. However, for just your everyday consumer, you know, it might look a little better on the other TV. People that are like really into, you know, watching TV and movies in their home theater and stuff, they might appreciate it a little bit more. But the way I see it is these TVs come out so frequently that, you can buy the cheap TV now and 2 years from now you can buy the next model of that cheap TV, and it'll probably have caught up to the expensive model of the year you bought the first TV. So generally, unless you have a lot of money to waste, it's not a good idea to go ahead and buy the more expensive TV. You'll want to get the cheaper TV, and use the money on something else like things you connect to your TV, PlayStation, Xbox, Apple TV, whatever. I mean, it's really not worth the money difference. I mean, you're paying, thousands of dollars more for slightly better blacks, slightly less halo effect. And to some people, that might bother them enough to justify the higher cost, but I'd say for most consumers, it's really not going to make that big of a difference. I personally have a cheaper Vizio 4K TV, and an even cheaper 4K TCL TV, both 55 inches. And, they work just fine. You get 4K Netflix, you watch 4K media, however you want to watch it. Yeah, it's going to look better on the other TV, but it's not a big enough difference to justify the cost. Especially for something like watching movies versus video games where what you're seeing is really not going to affect performance anyway, because you're just watching it. But like with a video game, yeah, the darker blacks could help maybe if you were playing like a dark based first person shooter or something where your reaction was crucial. But I'd say even in that case it really doesn't matter. And personally, I still think 4K gaming is still something on the horizon. Yes, it exists now, but not really for competitive games. It costs a lot of money to get the hardware to run those games, and the monitors are expensive for high refresh rate. So, I'd say for now, just buy the cheaper TV, save that money, upgrade more frequently, and you'll be 2 years behind. But, all that money you saved, you could buy, you could break the TV every year and buy a new one, and you'd still come out on top. So, that's just something to keep in mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to let me know any thoughts you might have. Please like, comment, subscribe. Once again, this is Brad from Being Chill. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.